That digital grind, gridiron mind. Bruknis drops dimes like time rewind. Haters get truth, we don't play polite. X's and O's in a chessboard fight. So when you tune in, know what it means. It's more than a game, it's championship dreams. Doing Bruknis, bring names you'll chant. In Madden 2-5, we own the slant. It's that digital grind, gridiron mind. Bruknis drops dimes like time rewind. Haters get truth, we don't play polite. X's and O's in a chessboard fight. So when you tune in, know what it means. It's more than a game, it's championship truths. Doing Bruknis, the names.
For the best Italian food in Western New York, Elliot Apollos, call 716-825-3675. The Lardon Construction Group.
Fubo TV, the official streaming service of Do Champions. FanDuel, the official sportsbook of Do Champions.
For all your summertime needs, beauty pools, as well as kayak pools.
CX Chronicles, your total customer solutions focused manager. W.GG, the official energy drink of Do Champions.
Hey, Sons of Erie, our artwork looks better on your walls. Hamburg Brewing, please visit our tap room on Boston State Road, Hamburg, New York. And finally,
Fat Boy Surf Club for all your surfing needs.
Hello, and thank you for tuning into another edition of Do Champions Gaming. I'm your host, Pat Bruknis. You can find me on Twitter at Pat_Bruknis. And as we saw last week, we started this no money spent Madden Ultimate Team, and today is the day we we start our journey to a Super Bowl. And alongside with me is Matt Dygert. So Matt, how are you doing tonight?
I am good. I'm excited for this team to kind of start winning here, but I got to rely on you.
Yeah, I put on the Kelly jersey the last time the Bills won the Super Bowl with Jim Kelly. Hopefully that changes this year. But rocking the 12.
They never won a Super Bowl.
Oh, no, I said went to the Super Bowl.
Went to the Super Bowl. Got it.
Went to the Super Bowl. Yes. So hopefully the jersey brings us a little luck. I haven't worn this jersey since the AFC Championship game. So yeah, we'll do with that. Do with that information as you will. But yeah, right before we went live though, Matt, I opened up a free pack that I got, and we pulled a 94 kicker, Justin Tucker. So we're definitely going to upgrade him to a starter. And
yeah, I definitely would too. I mean, this is just a game. We'll leave everything else aside.
Yep. Just pure kicker. Yeah. But we do have 4 more. I did want to save these for the stream. So let's open these up, and then we'll start this journey to a Super Bowl. Super Bowl, okay, 88. John Dawson.
90, 70. Oh, what do we got?
88. Tanner Borolini. Okay, we're going to quick sell all these. No need for any of those. On to the next one. Don't tell me I open up the good one before we started the stream. Oh, Zero Chill. 90 Cordell Stewart.
Do love a Cordell Stewart though. A 90 Cordell.
Yes. 88 Kevin Maui. Hope this might have been a 99. We have had some luck with the 99 overall legend players. As you saw last stream, we pulled Andre Johnson right before we ended. Oh no, we did a game with Andre, I think.
We did a game with Andre, which was pretty cool. So got a legend coming up.
Jonathan Ogden.
Yep.
Ooh, Coin Quick Sell. 80 Grovert Stewart. Yeah. AKA. Then Team Diamond should be a 92. Work done.
Yeah, not too bad, but definitely definitely build up them coins back up because they just came out with the 99 Josh Allen, and they just came out with the 99 Night Train Lane.
Yes, definitely got to get our hands on both of those. And I know if you win a Super Bowl, you do get rewards. So that's why it's important to win the Super Bowl, not just for bragging rights. And to say we did it with a no money spent team, but it'll help us in the long run too. And we have another legend. 89 Joe Horn. Okay, that was I opened up the good one before we started the stream. I do apologize for that. So yeah, I think I quick sort everything. Let's double check.
Yeah, there's not a lot to quick sell that's really going to give you anything. The Justin Tucker's the best card that you pulled out of any of the packs, so
Yep.
not too big of a deal. But let's take a look at the team real quick before we move forward.
All right, yeah, let's do that. So yeah, as you can see here, we did pull a 99 Jaden Reed 2 weeks ago, I believe it was, and we did end up selling him to upgrade our team. So
Yep.
as you can see here, yep, is there something you want to add?
No, I was just agreeing.
Oh, okay. From left to right tackle, we have Deion Dawkins. Left guard, Ben Bredesen, I believe is how you pronounce his name. I'm not good at pronouncing names. You will realize that as we go on. 97 center, Bruce Matthews. Right guard, 97 Gray Zabel. And 93 Lane Johnson. We do have Mark Andrews at tight end, along with Dalton Kincaid. Both have 97, 98 speed. Then from wide receiver 1, 99 Andre Johnson. Wide receiver 2, Michael Irvin. Wide receiver 3, Lad McConkey. Running back from number 1 and only, Adrian Peterson. And we did get the MVP honors, Josh Allen, as well to round out the offense.
We have not used the 97 overall Adrian Peterson yet. We upgraded him on stream. Then we ended the weekend, the Memorial Day weekend with that. So,
yep, and yeah, that was a good 3-day streamathon, you could call it. It was nice. Moving on to the defense, and I'll let Matt talk about the Lawrence Taylor card and Brian Dawkins because he advocated for them, and so far they've been pretty good for us, especially that Brian Dawkins. And at free safety, we have Xavier McKinney. Linebacker 1, Nick Bowen. Middle linebacker 2, Devin Bush. Left outside linebacker, Anthony Barr. Cornerback 1, 2, and 3, Will Johnson, Deion Sanders, and Anthony Adams. Now our defensive line, where it gets really interesting. Right end, Bruce Smith. Left end, Reggie White. Defensive tackle number 2, Anthony McFarland. And defensive tackle number 1, T'Vondre Sweat. So throughout the games we play tonight, you will see Lawrence Taylor, Bruce Smith, and Reggie White on the field at the same time. That is scary.
Yes, very scary. Can we upgrade the Bruce Smith yet?
Let's find out. No, you cannot.
Darn. That's a pity.
Yeah, it is. All right, so there is one thing I do want to check before we hop into the first game. Let's buy one of these and upgrade. So as you know, these are the 92 plus esteemed team players, like the same program from that Dalton Kincaid that we have and that Mark Andrews that we have. Jerry Jeudy, Hassan Reddick, Dalvin Tomlinson, Herbert. We already been through these a few times already. I believe this is the same one with Matt Milano. This is not the one Patrick Mahomes. I thought it was.
Yeah, we've had that. I mean,
Yeah. So who do you think they can, Matt?
I'll go all the way back to the beginning again real quick.
Oh, okay.
Keep going. Just slowly. Can I see that Dalvin Tomlinson real quick? All the way at the beginning.
Oh, okay. So at the beginning, I thought it was more towards the end. Hey, Dalvin Tomlinson. Oh no, we're right. And we can't upgrade him. We do have the points to do it. There's him with T'Vondre Sweat.
Mm-hmm. Same speed, same acceleration. He's got more strength. One less tackle. 87 play rec. Block shedding isn't as good. So I truly think that T'Vondre Sweat. I don't think that we should take the Dalvin Tomlinson.
Okay. What about this Trent McDuffie?
Let's take a look.
Because last game we did see Deion Sanders quite a few times get burnt, unfortunately. So yeah, we could put Trent McDuffie. We can't upgrade him possibly to a 94. So the stats would be a little bit better.
Yeah, let's do that and see if that makes any bit of difference, because he's definitely got better speed and acceleration than Deion, and Deion can move to cornerback 4.
Right. So yeah, let's upgrade him very quick. There's the 5 training to get us started. 250, 400. I think this is 600 now. 650. All right, so we got him up to a 94. And his stats are a little bit better now. Now let's just compare him to Deion Sanders. All right, there we have it. Not that much of a difference. But
yeah, the man coverage on Deion is so much better. And then the zone coverage is a 94. But because what is Deion right now? Why did it say 97?
Oh no, that's Pastor's hand. Deion is a 95.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so
I would put Trent McDuffie in as the number 2, and then I would go Deion as the number 4.
All right,
Clearly, Adams is the number 3. We have him in the slot.
Yep. I would
definitely. Yep.
Trent McDuffie. It would be nice if they added a Christian Pettiford card. Just saying. Okay, so yeah, we'll put Trent McDuffie at cornerback 2. Deion Sanders will go down to 4. Right, there we go. Make sure I didn't mess up anything here. And the specialists, and no, it did not. And we should be good.
And go over to special teams.
Okay. Just 1 second. Let's make sure these are right too. Yeah, power back. We do not want that to be Christian McCaffrey.
No.
Yeah, the special teams here. Here it is.
Okay, so we got Ladd and we got Devin Hester both there. I was gonna take out Calvin Johnson and put Deion there.
Okay.
After you do the.
We'll put Deion, Primetime Sanders. There he is. All right. All right, can we put an ability on Justin Tucker? Maybe like focus kicker, so that way that kicking meter is not moving as fast. Yep. There we go. And grants full vision of the kicking arc. For anybody that does not know what that is, it's basically where if your opponent calls a timeout to ice you, and the final, you have to kick the field goal to win the game, you'll still be able to see the whole kicking arc, and it's not going to disappear on you. It's pretty nice to have, especially if you're kicking a longer field goal. A little bit harder. Awesome.
That's something they've definitely made harder as the game's gotten older and older. Not older, but as you're getting more into the game, is the ability. It's a tough thing to do when you're kicking with 2-3 seconds left after getting iced. Icing the kicker and everything like that, and for them to place it down and then kick it through, it's a hard thing to do, and now the game kind of shows that a little bit.
It does. I will say it's a lot harder to kick in college football. And we'll talk about the college football.
Let's take a look at how much the Night Train Lane is real quick, and then we can get into a game.
Night Train Lane. I'm under the run. Yeah, but let's talk about that college football trailer, man. What did you think about it? Enter Sandman? It's finally in the game. It's still with Mr. Brightside as well.
I want to know how much they had to pay for Enter Sandman to be, used in there.
Good, probably a good amount of money. I can only imagine how much. Penny Sewell got a quarterback card. I know you love those. Yeah. Night Train only goes for 491,000.
Compare him real quick because I want to see if it is the cheapest card.
Okay, there's the stat for anybody that was curious.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
if we
let's
could,
make sure that is the cheapest.
if we could somehow get 400,000, I mean that would be the card to buy.
Oh, for sure. That is the cheapest one, 491,000. Then you can also get Dan Skipper.
No, thank you. It'll come down. And probably in the next couple of weeks that we do the Friday night, streaming. So we'll definitely take a look and see. But I think we should maybe start getting into a game so you can kind of see if we can't get to a Super Bowl here.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And let's just open up this pack real quick. I'm curious to see who the Bills got. So I'm just gonna fly through this.
There you go.
All right, Trent McDuffie might be leaving the team before he even plays a snap. I do. Justin Reed, no, thank you.
Go take a look at the Christian Benford real quick.
All right, let's take a look at CB1. 97 speed. 98 agility, 97 jumping. Oh.
I mean, I think you got to put Christian Benford on the roster, but not necessarily on the team yet until we can upgrade them. Him to yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that. So he will be on the team. I thought I saw that Benford got a card. I just didn't know for what program. I'm glad we were able to get that.
Yeah.
And we'll put him at
No, don't put him on the team yet. Don't put him actually. He's in the roster. He's in the ability for us to be able to get him, but until we can upgrade him, there's no reason to use him.
Right. So all right, let's hop into it.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you.
I'm kind of at the mercy of yourself. So.
Well, I did play a few games between college football and Madden, so I'm not as rusty. But I will say, I played one game of Ultimate Team, and I guess if you use a different lineup, it still counts with your record. So if you look to the bottom right of the screen, you will see we are 1-0. Beat the guy 15-0 with this team. The guy had all 99s. So. Yeah.
Yep. Those are money spent teams, and that a lot of times they spend the money and they don't know how to play. So, unfortunately.
Yeah. Let's just start off. A quick 2-0, 3-0. Then we can afford a loss, but you don't want to start 1-2. And this guy does have Tom Brady, Adrian Cooper, and Snoop Dogg. Wonderful. Another Snoop Dogg user. It's going to be just fun. Here we go. What stadium are we in? Oh, we're in London.
Weird.
All right. Yeah, don't know why anybody would want to play there. Oh, I'm not a fan of those international games, by the way.
No, not at all. Not at all, especially after hearing everything about it. Like, it's just crazy to me.
Yeah, we can't play on their grass fields or something along those lines. All right, can this guy choose a play?
Yeah, super excited for the to see what you can do here. So
yeah, hopefully we put on a better show than last week. And what a start by Adrian Peterson, fumbling the ball, and nobody can jump on it. Oh my gosh,
that's just crazy. He's supposed to be your power back, and he just fumbles the ball.
Yep. And that guy oh my gosh. What a start. New week, same results. My goodness.
Who is his running back?
Is that DeAndre Swift? Oh, now it's Josh Jacobs.
Oh, gotcha.
That's Lamar Jackson. Well,
Oh, jeez.
well, that does make sense. No, I'm joking. Lamar Jackson's a good football player. Even though he can't beat the Bills with his arm if his life depended on it.
Let's get a goal line stop. Let's go.
Yeah, just like last week, we had a nice goal line stop. It's going good, Junior. How you doing tonight? We are not going to let Tom Brady do this to us. Reggie White is going to chase him down. There we go.
Reggie,
Yeah.
the minister of defense.
We are just taking this no money spent team and trying to win a Super Bowl. It's been a long, it's been a ride so far that first season, but team's a lot better now.
It's been a very tumultuous journey.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, we held him. The way that guy was looking.
Had a good goal line stand.
Yes, especially the way this game was looking after that Peterson fumble, that first run of the game for them. It was looking we were going to be down 7-0 early. But as we saw last season, and last week, I should say, we saw this defense was not the issue. It was the offense. Putting up points consistently was the issue. So hopefully our offense can help out our defense here. Yes, Snoop Dogg is not catching Adrian Peterson.
And that's a good way to start the first drive or the second drive.
Yes, it is. Adrian Peterson.
I always wanted Adrian Peterson in a Bills jersey.
So did I.
I mean, he got drafted the same. Him and Marshawn got drafted same year. I think it was 7 to Minnesota for Adrian Peterson and 12 to Buffalo for Marshawn. So, I mean, things worked out how they worked out. Nice throw and catch. That's that 99 Andre Johnson.
We're on the board early.
Yes, we are.
I thought the balls would be picked. It's like mid-throw. I wanted to lob it, but then I held it for a bullet. I'm like, crap, this ball's picked. Luckily, we did get a...
Sometimes it works out for you. Sometimes it works out.
Yeah, just sometimes. Just sometimes. Hopefully, we kick this ball to the back of the end zone. As that's another issue we have had. We have not been able to have a kicker that's going to pin the ball all the way back for a touchback. He's going to take a touchback, though.
Yep, you got Justin Tucker kicking the kickoffs now.
Yes. I guess I should have compared him to Troy Taylor. So this guy does look like he likes to run the ball quite a lot, and I bid on it.
Yeah, you did. You got burnt on that one.
Yep. That's Trent McDuffie in on the stop. Not really a stop, but we'll ride with it. Devin Bush in coverage.
You're gonna let Tom Brady outrun you?
Tom Brady is not outrunning Bruce Smith and Reggie White. Come on now. All because Brady's in 99 does not mean you have to give him 99 speed. Okay, McDuffie. Oof. Snoop Dogg is in for a ride.
He got beat. He got beat like a rented mule.
By Snoop Dogg, of all people.
Oh, you bit on that one. You missed the hole.
Yeah. Well, that is DeAndre Swift, by the way. So this guy is DeAndre Swift and Lamar Jackson. We're just getting no pressure up front.
Pinch him. Pinch your defensive tackles. Remember to baseline and then pinch your defensive tackles.
Yep. There we go. Yep. But don't break defense. That's kind of what we have. We have that Sean McDermott defense.
Yeah, right.
But don't break. Slick Rick is this guy's name. Anyone seen it? Second quarter, we are up.
Yeah, just
And-
keep it. Got to keep it close to the end. It's kind of the whole name of the game with Madden.
Yes, it is.
Not a lot you
All
can
right.
do from that. Not a lot you can do. The guy
Yeah.
took like 3 steps, turned around, and he threw it at his feet, where only
Yep.
his receiver could get it. So
It's unfortunate. But it's fine, though. We need down a field goal. We just got to score this drive because he does get ball to start the half. That fumble to start the game did not help us.
no, it did not, and that's
That 3-point swing.
on AP. That's on AP.
Yeah. Yeah. Are we finally going to get a chance? No, we are not. Come on. We invested coins in Devin Hester to see him return a kick. Good amount of coins, too. It was like, what, 40,000? 36, 39? Somewhere in that range.
39,000.
There we go.
Is that Michael Irvin?
Yes, it is. Michael Irvin coming up with a play now. Here we go. Get our playmakers involved. So far, looking good on offense compared to last week. But
Yeah.
only been 2.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like when we talked about it, when you put down the controller, even for like a couple of days, it's not like NHL or any other game. Like people constantly play this game and they constantly get better, and it's unfortunate you can't take like a day off or a couple of days off from
Yep.
playing, and
It's like a full-time job in a way.
Yeah, and unfortunately, when you do, it happens to, even though you played 3 days in a row, you're playing catch up basically. That's why you got to continually play, even if it's an hour a night.
Yep. Not get to the outside. We'll take the field goal. We'll tie it up.
Yeah, that's smart.
Or we fake it.
No, don't fake it.
Nah.
Kick,
Yeah,
kick the field goal. Take the points. Take the points.
We'll save the fake field goal for if we actually have to.
Mm-hmm.
Now our defense just has to come up with a stop here. We cannot allow him to double dip. So Matt, is there any plans for this weekend?
This weekend, just third and manageable tomorrow night.
Make sure you tune into that.
Gonna be continuing to work on the lawn and the outside world. So definitely
I can't wait for you to I want to see the finished project on that. I can't wait to see that totally finished.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. The fire pit area, that'll be nice.
Yep.
There you go. Just shot right down the line. Shoot those gaps.
Yes, sir. I'm noticing we're having a lot of success in man tonight. So we're gonna, so far in this game, I should say. So we tend to try to stay in man. Oh, Fields a pick!
Yeah.
In coverage! Matt's a
There's your
guy!
stop for you. There's your
Yes,
stop
it
for
is.
you.
There we go.
That's not
LT.
Abdul Carter, folks. That's Lawrence Taylor.
Yes, that's LT. Yeah. I will say, though, those are the interceptions that piss me off, is when they're not looking at the ball.
Oh, he looked. He looked up. You could see him look up over his shoulder to see find the ball.
Nothing's open. I must have missed that. Defense, they can't ask for much more.
No, you can't. And at this point, you got to drive down the field and at least get 3 here to
We have to.
get that that 3-point swing so that
A
There you
tight
go,
end with
Mark.
97, 98 speed is just killer. Especially
Yep.
on a drag route like that. It's hard to stop.
Oh, for sure.
I'm still dropping back a little too far, though. That's like I went back, I watched a few of the games from last week. I dropped back too far when I'm going through my reads.
Yeah, this is not Tecmo Super Bowl.
Right? Oh boy, Antonio Gates. Hold on to the football, please.
The further you drop back, the further the ball goes.
Yeah, right?
Hut, 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 hut. I think I've had that song stuck in my head since I was a kid. The original Tecmo Bowl on Nintendo.
With Mark Andrews, and we're gonna go to bounds.
Be careful with that pass. You overusing it. Remember what happened last game? Like
last week, yeah.
Yeah.
Read it.
Just
in
be
LA.
careful.
Will do. Like that. Oh. Okay. I'm testing my luck tonight. Oh, apparently.
Yeah, a little bit. That's why I said you gotta.
You just told me to. Yes, right there was hard because he dropped off it, and I thought I had it, then he came back in. Definitely. What?
Yeah, that wasn't cool.
What was that? All right. We got 37 seconds, 35 seconds to go to the lanes of the field. I don't know how that ball's picked. I guess he got hit and dropped it like a fumble pick.
Yeah, not even. I hate those type of interceptions. I hate that, when you do that type of stuff. It's not the most fun thing in the world because but it happens in real life too. I mean, but
it does. I mean, like Josh Allen doesn't fumble like that though. Maybe back in like 2021, you could say sure, maybe, but from last season and even 2023, he's not fumbling like that. How many lost fumbles did Josh Allen have last year? It wasn't much.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, I think he only had 10 total turnovers last year, not including playoffs, or including playoffs. Yeah, he didn't have a turnover in the playoffs.
I'd have to go back and look it up, but yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, it really is.
Oh, Josh Allen. Oh, perfect pass accuracy for what? Oh, okay. This guy does have 10 points off turnovers. Yep. That's what's frustrating.
Yep, can't have that and expect to win a game.
No, not at all.
Okay. Those are the ones that piss me off.
Yeah, that one just pissed me off. Like, come on, I had McConkey open. I even aimed the ball to go to the right to stay away from Tillman or right or left.
Yeah.
I aimed it the opposite direction just for that wouldn't happen, and it happens. This guy's definitely beatable, though. We have a way better second half. We'll be fine.
Well, that's the thing. He sucks on offense. So, I mean, if you just stop giving him the ball on defense to score.
Yeah. A kick return here would be nice.
And he's going to kick it out of the end zone just like usual.
Yeah, probably so.
Huh. Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani each go yard in the first inning to kick off the first Yankees
Oh man.
Dodgers game since World Series.
Oh man. Oh, just definitely a good game to watch.
Oh, Beyond said go Cardinals, by the way.
Oh, okay. Next time I talk to him, I have to tell him how he's a Red Sox fan. Okay, and it's just Cincinnati Bengals fan. Oh, what a throw, Josh! Adrian Peterson drops the ball.
Wow. It was in his
Oh,
hands
my.
too. Like that's
Yeah. Not much more I can even do there. That's frustrating.
Yeah, you can't do much there. He's done a little prevent defense here. What does prevent defense do? Prevents you from winning.
Yeah. Now, how do you feel about that Hassan, Bryce Huff? The Bryce Huff or Hassan Reddick that got you? Bryce Huff, right?
Yeah, it was Bryce Huff that got traded.
Oh my goodness.
You got one more play here to go deep.
Yep. With Josh Allen's arm, we can put this ball in the end zone. I don't get how they're rushing 3 and still putting pressure on Josh Allen.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Whatever.
Okay, like, come on. Draw flag. Michael Irvin can't come down. All right,
that would have been something though.
Oh, that would have been a nice catch for sure. Gotta have a better second half, especially offensively. Oh man, I can deal with that one. That pick 6, but I can't deal with that Pat Tillman interception. May not be recorded. Did we just get bailed out?
I don't know.
We will find out. Well, that could be a good thing.
I don't know. I mean, usually when it kicks you back to the menu, it is a loss for whatever reason. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hoping we don't get a loss for that because I can easily say we're going to come back.
Yeah, you hope so.
Right? I mean, I can hope. Yeah, we did get some reward for that game, so that tells me that we did get a loss for that. Unfortunately. Please don't let us be 1-1. Please. Dang it. All right.
Yeah, what happened there? Why did we take a loss?
I guess EA servers crashed and they gave me the loss.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate when the servers crash and it does that.
Yeah, so do I. All right, this guy has Tom Brady, Pat Tillman, Ronnie Lott as the middle linebackers. Okay. So this guy is a Chiefs fanboy, as we can see here. If you look at the scoreboard, he has the Mahomes banner. I want to kick this guy's teeth in just because he's a Chiefs fan. I think like these games personally, if I were to like load into an online head-to-head like normal regs game, and I'm going up against the Chiefs, it's personal.
Yeah, I hate the Chiefs.
Yeah. I can't stand that.
Oh well, stuff happens.
Yep. There goes Devin Book.
And Pacheco just punched you right in the face.
Yeah, that was a Josh Norman, Derrick Henry situation there.
Yep.
Oh, that was ugly. Come on, Reggie White. Oh, come on. Pacheco's not doing that to Reggie White.
He did enough. He did enough to push him backwards.
True.
Of course, it's Travis Kelce.
Of course it is. This guy's a Chiefs sting team besides Patrick Mahomes. Weird. This guy tells me, this gives me total. I was a Patriots fan during their dynasty. Now I'm a Chiefs fan. Vibe. Well, why is this guy breaking every tackle?
I don't know.
Yeah, I do want to say that we will be streaming College Football 26 as well when that comes out. I cannot wait to get my hands on that game.
When does it come out, anyways?
July 11th or July 7th? So we still got a month.
Yeah, so it's not too bad. Not too long now.
Nope. Definitely going to have to get that pre-ordered. That way we have the 3-day early access as well, or 3-day early access.
Mm-hmm.
What an ugly drive.
Yep. All started when you got punched in the face by Pacheco.
Yeah. Yep. And that's kind of how that first game went too. You know, started off good. Then probably the interceptions came. All right, down 7. It's early though. We're just due for one of those offensive explosion games. We're due for like 30 points, 30, 40 points. And hopefully it's this game.
Yeah, it would be nice if it was this game, especially starting right here. Let you return it here.
Yes. And we will get a return, but it's going to be Lab McConkey. Not even Devin Hester. McConkey's going to bounce it. Okay. Get to the 31. Not bad. Oh, man. I still can't get over that Pacheco getting punched in the mouth. Not
Yeah,
Pacheco.
that was,
Devin Bush getting punched in the mouth.
by Pacheco, but yeah.
Yeah. There we go. AD. All day.
All day.
Yes. Let's try to work Adrian Peterson.
All right, let's go.
Still going to double team him. Get an extra block on the right. Oh, Adrian Peterson jukes out Pat Tillman. There we go.
Now what you do is you run the same formation, but then you run him to the left side.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to do.
Away from the extra blocks and everything like that.
Yep. First down, 3rd and inches, really?
Do a tush push. Do it.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Ohtani hit another homer. That guy's just something else.
Who's that?
Shohei Ohtani.
He hit another home run already?
Yeah. Yep.
Jeez.
Staying in business when I say this, Kyle Tucker's the best player in the MLB.
No, he's not.
Yeah, no judging Ohtani.
Yeah.
We got
Ohtani's probably the best baseball player that we've seen since Babe Ruth. Honestly.
Oh, definitely.
And
no doubt about that.
I know that might be a hot take, but also at the same time, because none of us have watched him, but it's so. But there's video out there of Babe Ruth and the way that he played and the things that he did, and
yeah,
Like he was a pitcher with the Red Sox. He was, you know, a pitcher and a hitter. So I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah. Staying by Mark Andrews. Oh man, 3rd and 4. All right.
Rumble, young man, rumble.
All right. This guy is how many is he rushing? 5? Ooh. Mark Andrews, there we go. Nice catch.
I thought he dropped the ball.
So did I. I was waiting for it. I had to gun that one in. They're sending pressure. So if I'm sending pressure, we are gonna not run a play action.
Yeah, don't do that.
Gain of 3. There we go. Nice efficient drive right now. Right now in this play here, I would love to get the ball to Kincaid. 2-minute warning.
Yeah, I mean, if you can work it all the way down to 0 and score with like very little time left, you get the ball at the start of the half. So
very true. Oh come on, AD.
that was probably the best outcome is to drop the ball anyways. But
True. Okay, Ladd McConkey just got pushed. Can we get a flag, please? Oh, we're in Kansas City. What do you expect? No flags being thrown. I'm joking, but I'm not. Oh. What do we do here?
Tush push again. Do the thing where you set the middle linebacker and that thing.
Oh, the QB blast, not the tush push?
Yeah.
Good call. Here we go.
Set the mic and everything else.
Josh Allen with the first down. Let's go.
Yep.
Oh, what does CD Lamb do? He goes, Oh. There we go. Been a nice offensive drive. Probably, if we can end this drive in points, this is probably our best drive with this team offensively.
Yeah, close to it. Best drive itself, yeah. Take off.
I didn't see Tillman. I did not see him.
I literally just told you to take off, and you threw
you said take off.
Literally, you had 20 yards to run. That's all right. You'll get it back at some point, I guess. It just depends on whether it's 14-0 or not.
Right.
Jesus.
Okay, but Checo's not that good. I'm sorry.
No, he's not.
This guy's running like he's a bat out of hell.
He runs like a cartoon character. Like, no lie, he runs like a cartoon character.
Yeah. Are you talking about in real life or in the game?
No, in real life.
No, yeah, he does. Nice tackle. He does McDuffie.
How did he catch that through that great
We're in
coverage?
Kansas City. The rituals that they do in Kansas City, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. His old ass would not make him doing that. We got a comment here from Josh. Pat, are you losing yet? LOL. Unfortunately, yes. We are down right now. Oh, Lawrence Taylor. Trent McDuffie? Trent McDuffie deflected that.
Nice play.
Thank you, McDuffie.
Nice play.
Very nice play. Not so much, Josh. What's going on with you tonight? That's where to hold him in bounds, and that clock's going to run. We get out of it.
Yes, sir.
Anyone got some?
What is
I
that?
think I know what that means, but if it means what I think it means, some meow meow.
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't I think find a way.
I know what you were saying. I don't know.
Oh! I just put in the okay.
Oh, gotcha.
I was off. Huh.
Come on, lad. Let's go, lad.
Oh, that's a oh. Almost. Let's put the fear. Let's score this shot. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Okay, all right. Yeah, kids, don't pull Stephon Diggs. Don't do drugs. Oh, there we go. Josh Allen. That's how Josh Allen runs a football.
You just saying that reminded me of the longest yard
Yep.
with Stone
That's where I
Cold.
got it from. That's how Josh Allen runs a football. All right, running the ball pretty effectively. I will say that. It seems like every time I say something, I should just keep my mouth shut. Like
Yeah,
last
probably.
drive, for example.
Not really the worst idea of yours.
Yeah, no, definitely not. 3rd and 2. I think we're gonna run that QB snake play.
Yeah,
Worst case
3rd and
scenario.
2.
Yeah. New England is going to cut. Referring to Stephon Diggs. What do you think about that, Matt?
I would not
He's
be
a possibility?
surprised, honestly. I would not be surprised. I mean, it's Mike Vrabel tries to run a tight ship up, anywhere he is, and I
No,
would
that'd be
not
that
be
in his career.
surprised.
Is that it?
I don't know. Maybe. But people
Man,
have
should
done
just
dumber thing. People have done dumber things than pass out, whatever. So
right. Very true. But an aging receiver coming off a torn ACL. Now this, it's not a good look.
yeah. Oof,
Mark
you got lucky,
Andrews.
you got rid of that. Got lucky, you got rid
Yeah.
of that.
Yes, I am. 3rd and
Is that
11.
Mahomes that just almost sacked Josh Allen?
No, that was Joe Flacco. Even worse.
Oh, okay.
Let McConkey. My fuck.
Stop
James
dropping the
goodness.
ball, bro.
Fudge. Did we go for it?
I think you have to. I mean, at this point, it's
4 minutes left in the game. 4:21 to be exact. Can we start looking at Lamb McConkey replacements? It might be
I don't
into
know
that.
why. I don't know why he's dropping the ball like that. That's crazy to me. Can't do that, Pat. You cannot do that.
No. I'm gonna.
You just wasted you wasted a 4th down.
No, I didn't throw it away. Yeah, I took a sack. Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's see what we can get. Oh, come on. Really?
Come on, man. He breaks a tackle every fudging down.
Yeah, I know.
Every play, yeah. There we go.
Yep, nice
I'm
play
running,
off the edge there.
I'm
Little
running.
B Doc off the edge there.
Oh yeah. I'm running a little kind of a glitch play here. With me coming up like that, it does that.
Yeah.
Hey, it's in the game, right? I gotta do what I can do. Everybody else runs, cheesy, glitchy things. So. That would have been nice to see.
Is he punting his ball or is he going to give it back to you? He is going to punt.
He's gonna punt.
Hey, it's smart. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, 4th and 16's not going for him. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, we get no help. We get no help at all, man.
Wow. Wow. Make sure you're max protecting your offensive line.
Oh yeah, definitely. I do see him sending a blitz here, so I'm hoping to have Andrews on this play. We'll see. Joe Flacco. I'm worried about that 32 right there. 35.
Mhm.
Max protect that. There we go. Adrian Peterson fumbles the football.
Oh, you got it back. That's fine.
No, I didn't.
Huh?
Nope. It's their ball. Chiefs ball.
Okay. It doesn't flip the field anymore?
Nope. And his Adrian Peterson just breaks the tackle right into the end zone.
Yeah.
Why can we
That's
not have a good
crazy.
running back?
We do have a good running back. AP is a good running back, but
He is. It's the fumbling. We can't escape the fumbling issues.
well, you might have to go in and change your thing to conservative so it stops fumbling.
Yeah. Probably what I'm gonna have to do.
I don't know if you got it on aggressive right now or what, but it needs to be on conservative.
Yeah, let's just see what I have it on right now. I have it on ball carrier balance.
Yeah, put it on conservative.
Yep. And Joe Flacco's gonna lay the hit city.
All right, let's see here.
Oh my goodness. Gracious. Matt Johnson sent you a DM.
Yep, I know. That's crazy.
We have Tavondre Sweat. Game on the
That's
line
just
here.
crazy.
4th and 30. Yeah, that's no help from the offensive line at all. But let's go. Can't get a throw off. And that's the ball game. My goodness. I definitely do think with the coins, we should start looking at offensive line.
Yes, I would absolutely agree, except for like
McConkey?
Deion Dawkins is what, a 97?
Yeah. 95.
95.
Yeah.
I mean, Bruce Matthews is a 97.
Right. No, Bruce Matthews and our right guard who's a 97 as well are definitely keepers. Yeah. Ooh, we go with the 592s or the 194? I think the 94.
Do the 94, yeah. What are we going to pull here?
Are you kidding me? We can quick
fullback Lamar Jackson. You can always put that in there instead of having Mark Andrews in there, though. Or Antonio Gates in there, though.
Yeah,
it's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Hand it to Lamar every once in a while.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure his speed is, I'm sure he's pretty fast. 99 speed. So, yeah, we're definitely going to give Lamar Jackson some carries. Man, just hold on to the ball, please, Peterson. Our offense is now a 96 overall. Oh, hold on. Wait, let's do something. We have 1,900 upgrade season tickets, so we can upgrade one of our players. Season tickets. Let's upgrade Adrian Peterson to a 98. Hopefully this helps Adrian Peterson.
That should.
Hopefully. Now he's up to a 98.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the next thing we can do is for offensive line because
yeah, it would have to be guys like the Lane Johnson who's a 93. Just slowly.
But I mean, it's not coming from that side. It's literally coming up the middle and from the left side. Like it's that side, and it's crazy.
Oh, so frustrating. If the offensive line can just hold for at least another second or two, I'm sure I can find somebody open.
That's why I said you got to start moving some of the guys around on offense.
Yeah.
I mean, change some of your routes, things like that.
Joe Milton is this guy's quarterback.
Does he have Manti Te'o?
I believe so.
Is that what that said?
I believe so.
How's his girlfriend doing? I'm a dick. I'm sorry. Come on,
Sure
Devin.
does. There we go. We're finally going to return on Devin Hester. And we waited for a fumble and that. Awesome. I have a good feeling about this game. I don't know why. There we go. Mark Andrews. First down. Yes, just enough.
You should have put the outside guy on a streak and had a moved a guy over to the other side.
Oh yeah.
We got Josh here with us tonight.
What's up, Josh?
What's up, fellas?
Not too much. Just continuing building this no money spent team. Trying to make it the best we possibly can.
You were not a dick for saying that joke. That joke is old enough now, and it's like it's okay now.
Screaming off the edge.
Yeah, the statute of limitations is gone after 10 years.
True.
All right.
Motion over.
Yeah, Stefan.
Oh my God.
Back to the earlier comment, he is he's going to be cut. It's just a matter of time. That way, they can buy from his salary. Like they'll get a lot more cap relief, and they'll try to. The NFL supposedly is going to start investigating it, but they're going to they'll definitely file it under like disciplinary so that they can basically just be, I think, basically get all of it back.
Yeah.
And Josh, I did ask Matt earlier, but do you think that's going to be the end of Stephon Diggs' career if he is cut?
No. I mean, it won't be the end of him. It just someone else will take he might be out of the league a couple of weeks, but you come week 5, week 6, couple key wide receivers go down. There's a team that's a possible playoff team, and they need a wide receiver. They're going to sign him. I mean, he's
sure.
It's not like it's not like he's like Hunter Renfrow. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I mean, what I'm saying by that is, it's not like it was 1 year flash in the pan type of thing. Stephon Diggs is a good NFL wide receiver, and he's savvy, right? He's savvy. He's a good route runner, and so even if he's lost a step, he knows how to get open in the NFL.
Right.
He doesn't rely on speed. He relies, though he has it, he relies on. He's a tactician,
Right.
So no, he'll find.
Right. He relies on his feet. He relies on his foot speed itself. My God, perfect pass in my ass.
Yeah, my ass.
He'll have a job.
Oh, he got somebody wide open, 14 feet, just past the sticks, and
Too Tall Jones.
Jeez.
I'm gonna lose my freaking mind.
This is crazy.
We take a foot in the right direction, then we get kicked back 10.
Let's take a look at seeing what some of the playbooks are, because if there's any else out for sale there. Just this Buccaneers defense doesn't seem to be working very well.
No.
Yeah, the Tampa 2?
No, it's the 3-4.
Oh my! That McConkey fumbles. What else is new?
The 3-4. The 3-4 is a lot harder in my opinion. When I play Madden, the 3-4 is a lot harder to manage than the 4-3. I think in Madden, personally.
See, and I think that it depends on, like, when you're doing MUT and you have guys like what is going on?
That's accuracy. False advertising. I'm going to sue this company.
When you have left outside linebacker of Jesus Christ. When you have left outside linebacker of Anthony Barr, and then right outside linebacker Lawrence Taylor, and then you have Bruce Smith and Reggie White as your defensive tackles, and Tavondre Sweat as your nose tackle, and you can't get any pressure because it's who knows.
We're gonna reset. All right, we're gonna reset the season. All right, yeah.
Well,
okay.
Anthony Barr, well, but I mean he was all right back in the day. And I know that there's like a lot that you deal with that because I guess players can build them up and then they sell them and you buy them. And from what I've gathered from watching the last couple of weeks, so I get it. But Anthony Barr would not be a guy that I would put on my team normally if I was building a roster. But I understand that you can build them up and then buy them and stuff like that. So.
Mm-hmm.
See, what I'm doing right now is these team captain cards are free. You get every single one of them with your upgrade tokens that you earn throughout playing the game. So basically, we have been playing without a team captain. So I'm giving us a 99 left tackle, Joe Stanley. Oh, that's not right. Browns left tackle, Joe Thomas, Ronnie Stanley, somebody. We'll find out in a second.
What are you doing?
These team captain cards right here are free. And you get the upgrade tokens by playing the game. I totally forgot about it until just now. So now I'm going to give us a 99 left tackle. It should help.
I'd put him on your right side.
Okay.
Or even look at like a right guard.
Okay. Let's see here. All right, so here we have Troy Vincent, Jeff Saturday, Jason Witten, Manti Te'o, Mike Tolbert, Sean Lindetta, Pat Tillman, Jason Elam, and Gerald McCoy, or the one I was going to upgrade should be right here in the 93, Joe Staley.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, it's definitely not a bad idea. You could turn around and sell the Deion Dawkins.
Yeah, get some coins, upgrade a right tackle with the 42,000
get
coins
some
that
coins. Well, again, like I said, we need to take a look at the right guard spot. That's the next spot that we have to look at upgrade.
Yes. So there we go. We got him up to a 98. Now we do have room for one more. Who are we thinking here? Josh, I want your input on this too.
What's that, bud?
Who do you think we should? What other position should we look at besides right guard?
What's the issue you're having? It's with I mean, I'm not playing the game with you, so
protection. That's really what it comes down to, and it's the left side of the offensive line. And
any USC Trojan. You didn't get that reference. Okay. All right.
No, I was trying to think of
protection Trojan. Anyways.
Yes. No, I gotcha.
Okay. I get it.
I mean, are you sliding your line appropriately? Are you making?
I've tried.
Are you making the appropriate protection, like for the play you're running? You got to remember, you got to align the protection for the play you're running. So,
right.
And so
why is he not a 99 there, Pat?
Oh no, because you can only upgrade him to a 98, apparently.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So do
you have
Bruce Matthews at left tackle, or did you? Because last week you had didn't you try to move him into guard?
No, yes, but his overall went down. Yeah, he's a center, but he went down to a 93 outside, and we do have a 97 right guard. So I think we need to upgrade left guard, which is a 94, and right tackle, which is a 93.
Right.
Look for what I would do is either you got to figure out, are they beating you in the run game or beating you in the pass game?
It's both.
Both?
It's both.
Well, so what do you run predominantly? So then let's go like this way. What do you run predominantly? Are you a predominant run or predominant pass?
Pass.
Then you need to make them more agile and less powerful.
Okay.
That way they can move with the speed. So if you're going to be more pass, then you got to pick the more agile offensive lineman so that they can move with the speed rushers.
True. I never thought about that.
So Bruce Matthews is not, though he was good, if you're really being like, if you had to take in their prime, and I know it's a big gap here, but Bruce Matthews and Jonathan Ogden was a hell of a lot more athletic than Bruce Matthews was. And I don't know how that, like in what you're doing, I don't know how that falls, but I would say find the tackles that are more agile, and that would probably lead to greater success.
All right. Thank you.
Because they're going to be able to, by proxy, if they're more agile, in theory, they should be able to shuffle faster with those speed rushers on the outside.
True.
Now, what you really want is agile and strength together, but that generally doesn't coincide. But
yeah.
But if you can get a guy that's like super agile and super strong, then you should be sitting pretty.
Well, let's see what we can find here for
left guard. Left guard.
Oh, left guard. Thank you.
And you're going to want to go up higher than a 95.
Oh, we can't afford anything higher than a 95. Unless one of these cards is sold, which it did not. That stinks. All right, so we'll go right back to it. Left guard. We'll look at 96 overall. See if we can afford it. Maybe there's one up there for cheap. I doubt it. Ooh. Oh man. 99,000 is the cheapest.
Yeah. So it looks like we're sticking with 95s.
We can't even afford John Hannah.
Well, let's take a look at what he is.
Yeah, 95 here. Well, let's compare him to
him.
our. Oh, wow.
Definitely more strength and awareness.
Right.
Run block's better. Run block finesse is better. Pass blocking's not as good.
I think we should keep our.
All right,
current
let's
left
go.
guard.
Let's go back and see what we got. See what else is out there.
Let's look at this Alan
Faneca we already looked at like last week.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and Ben is better. Man.
Yeah.
Patrick Mercari.
I mean, that's a hell of a fullback right there. You know, he's still listed on the Ravens as a defensive tackle as well.
Is he really?
On the roster, he's listed as a fullback defensive tackle. Now, he hasn't played defensive tackle since 2019, but that's how he came in the league. But that he's still listed as one.
Huh.
Who's the guy next to him? Nope, the Bronco.
The
Go
Bronco.
No.
Ben Bowers?
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, he is 55,000. We cannot afford him.
Not until
we can
something
still look at
sells.
him. Right. Ooh.
Yeah, he's definitely the one you're gonna want because.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's go back to him.
So hopefully something sells here real quickly, because if it sells, then
right, we can jump on that and buy that.
Yes. Can you not save it?
No.
I used to be able to save it.
No, it looks like we can upgrade right tackle right now.
I don't think right tackle's your problem. That's the thing.
Okay.
Like, because a lot of the things are not coming from right tackle. They're coming from your left side and inside. And it's not coming from the right side either. It's coming literally just up that left guard's backside, basically.
True.
I wouldn't sell the Christian Gonzalez.
No.
Like, none of these
you
cards.
got him last week.
I know.
Yeah, we did. Yes, there's Ben Johnson.
Yeah, that Christian Benford is going to be a nice card when we are able to upgrade it.
I think we can upgrade it to a 93 right now. Yes, we can. Here we go. TV's up to
94.
93.
94.
Oh no, we don't have enough training for that.
Oh.
We don't have enough team points for that. Got him up to a 93 though.
Gotcha.
Can't wait to add him to the team. That's gonna be fun. Besides that, I got nothing else to really sell. Did we pull this Jimmy Ward?
I don't know if we pulled it this go around on this team, like on the money earned team, or no money spent team.
I think we did in the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
I believe so. I know that Matt Milano we did it. That was with my personal feed. So let's do this. We get that up. Now we should be able to upgrade Benford.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There we go. Benford's up to a 94. Up to a 95. There we go. We got Benford up to a 95 now. And now we can compare him to the other cards.
Compare him to Trent McDuffie and.
Yep, there's him with Anthony Adams. Obviously, we're going to keep the 99 in the slot. Benford's not in the slot corner. Will Johnson. We're going to keep Will Johnson in there. Better man zone. That card really good. Deion Sanders. Kind of the same situation that we were having with Trent McDuffie. Deion's way better in man in zone. Christian Gonzalez. Looks like the same issue. But with Trent McDuffie, Benford's better in man and zone.
Yeah, he is, but he's a little bit slower. But I mean, you can always he's one overall higher. I mean, definitely replace Trent McDuffie with Christian Benford.
Let's do that right now. Hopefully, one of the cards sold. No. All right. Well, it looks like we're going to have to rock it with our current offensive line.
Yeah, until the Deion Dawkins sells.
Yep.
Because that's the only thing you have listed right now, right?
Deion Dawkins, and yes, that's it.
Well, we'll see if that Joe Staley makes any bit of difference, because that may.
Joe Staley was a dog back in the day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was one of the better.
Yeah,
does this help him?
He was a great with the 49ers, right? He played for the 49ers back.
Yep.
Left tackle. Yeah.
Stronger blocking from all offensive linemen. We're definitely going to put that ability.
There you go. Yeah, for
there we
sure.
Go. It's something. Now, I wonder if we can put this on the rest of our offensive line, like Joe Staley. Can he hit this?
Yep, it's at the bottom.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
All right, upgrade. Yep, there it is. The ability should be free, though, for him.
Who cares? It's 200 points.
There we go. Also, we got edge protection. Stronger pass protection versus elite edge rushers. So that should help out this offensive line.
Go see what if maybe Bruce Matthews has anything or Gray Zabel has anything.
Bruce Matthews.
Hey, we do
think about that.
The
at one point when it was the Houston Oilers, they had Bruce Matthews, Mike Munchak, 2 Hall of Famers in the same offense. I mean, like, and just insane. And like they were legit, like not they squeaked in Hall of Famers, like legit Hall of Famers. You know what I mean? Like not 2 dudes that squeaked in, but like legit.
Bruce Matthews has identifier. With the AP, you won't have enough.
What do you mean?
Oh, because if you go to the left corner, it says X Factors and Abilities. You're only given 9 AP, and we have Josh Allen taking 7 of that. That's like the perfect pass accuracy abilities and everything like that.
Go back in and explain that to me then real quick.
Yeah, because if you look right here, like for example, under Josh Allen, you see how it says 7 with the X Factor?
Yeah.
You're only given 9 ability points for each side of the ball.
Got it.
And Josh Allen's taking 7 of those points, and then we have our left guard taking 2. We have Joe Staley's ability, which was free.
Gotcha.
So like now,
but that's superstar ability, right? Or X Factor?
Oh yeah, yes, that's both. That's accounted for. You're given 3 X Factors and then 9 superstar abilities.
So if you go in and put, okay, I get it.
Well, okay, so actually now Bruce Matthews was free, Gray Zabel's was free, and Joe Staley's was free. So that should help out this offensive line.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect. All right, go ahead and get in the game unless you sold the.
Let's see. Nothing is sold yet. Man.
Damn you, Dawkins. Right. Sell.
Come on, Snowman. I love you, but you got to sell. All right. Hopping into week 1 of the new season unfortunately, we were not able to make the playoffs 2 years in a row. I would take a step in the right direction, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely see. But
Oh my goodness! Don't look at that guy's name.
Just don't pull a calf like Joey Bosa. That's all. It's not as serious as everyone's making out to believe either.
No, it's really not.
I mean, when Sean McDermott comes out, who's conservative about injuries and says he'll be back for training camp, like it was basically he tweaked it, it's strained. He'll get some treatment in 2 weeks. He'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh, it's concerning. And people who are freaking out about that.
Well,
like, this is alarming.
It's concerning from the fact that it's another injury for Joey Bosa.
Right.
Exactly. Right.
That's the concerning part, which I understand, but again, it's a calf strain where whoever did what the heck is going on with that?
Who is that? Who Falali? Is that another Lions offensive lineman that's athletic as hell?
I have no idea.
Oh man.
I mean, but just it could
got him.
There we go.
With your legs, hydration is such a big part of it, like your leg functions, and it could have been he was not properly hydrated or whatever. You don't know. Like they come off of, and this is the one thing about OTAs and all this stuff is like they come off of living life, and they work out and all that stuff, but they generally are not treating their bodies like they do during the season, right? So they come off,
right,
and they come off, and they come to practice, and yeah, they all warm up, they all stretch, but the one thing that they don't do is they don't hydrate properly in the off season. No one does, and so
right.
And leg injuries, 25% of injuries are tied into hydration. So I can almost say with certainty that it was a hydration issue, and not a stretching issue. I mean, this guy knows. I mean, of all people, he knows because of all of his soft tissue injuries that stretching is very important for him. So I think it was.
Yeah.
He strained it, and it is what it is. But but it also goes up to, I will say, to the other side, who are complaining about it. It does go to the fact that this guy just cannot stay healthy. He sneezes, and you wonder if he's going to like bulge a disc when he's.
Now, here's the question I wish the reporters would have asked. I wish they would have asked if there was a game that next week, would he play?
I don't think that would have been answered, honestly.
This is the Pat. I'm going to give you Coach 101.
Okay.
Because you and I spent one night, it was like 90 minutes on the phone. You were asking me questions. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
That I'm not going to, and here's the answer. I'm not going to get into that because it's not the regular season. It's OTAs. We got to make sure he's ready for regular season. We're going to get him the treatment. We're going to get him the I fully expect him to be at training camp. We're going to give him the treatment. He's going to meet with the medical staff. And is it concerning? Yes. But am I worried that he won't be ready for training camp? No. And it's one of those things. Injuries happen. Football is a contact sport. It's a aggressive sport, and injuries are going to happen. And it's a league there. Everyone gets 100. It's 100% injury rate. So Joey Bosa is no different than any other player. It's just unfortunate that it happened to him today. But I'll see it. He'll be at training camp. I have full expectation and full confidence that our training staff will get him right. And but we're not gonna deal with hypotheticals.
Well, you're Josh Allen. You're Twitter personality.
But that is the answer you'd get.
Oh no, most definitely, yeah.
I mean, it's just the answer. And like you can do one of two things. And right now, the media in Buffalo is being very careful because of the way Brandon Beane handled WGR, right? So they're
right.
Go in for the second question on that, but Sean, given his history, guys, his history was with a different team. His history was, it is what it is. We can't just, we can't go in the past, change things. It's a new team. He's with a new training staff. Let us do what we do. He'll be ready in training camp. And
right.
That's all you're going to get. That's all you're going to get.
I just don't understand.
Oh my! Come on, man! What the fudge? I can't deal with these fumbles, man.
Lamar
Jackson.
Yeah.
Yep. Come on, it's driving me nuts at this point.
Yeah.
Don't you dare do it.
Do you have it on conservative again?
Oh, I gotta put it. Yeah, I gotta do that.
Because they'll take care of the ball. Get rid of it.
Yep, nothing's open. Yeah, I think it is not conservative, actually.
But if all things considering, after a couple of days of OTAs, we had one injury, and it was a calf strain. It's not bad. Honestly.
No, not at all.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I mean, you didn't hear someone like they took a hard cut and they blew their knee out or something like that. You know, that happened last year in the first 2 days of OTAs. There were like 2 or 3 players that went down with like Achilles tears or you're like, oh shit, you know. And that's exactly why James Cook is not present. You know, he'll mandatory minicamp, he'll be there.
Yeah.
That was a incomplete pass that they called a fumble.
So challenge it.
I
know, Madden, you can't challenge in MUT.
An offense team, I think you can. Oh, there's nothing to challenge.
It's because it's not allowed. You're not allowed to challenge, and you know they still have the button there, but it's dumb.
No, an offense team you can challenge this year.
Can you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Offensive line seems to be doing better.
Yeah, the offensive line is definitely doing better, but I don't understand. Mark Andrews just like drop the ball and they call it a fumble.
Well, Mark Andrews too, so you know. Is it too soon for that?
You said
no. We can
talk about it's only been 6 months.
Well played.
Oh, let's see here.
I'm gonna play like Joe Brady now. I'm gonna start scheming things over myself.
Huh. Well, that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do in Madden. That's why you see a lot of pro players. They take it right down to 0.
One of our offensive linemen just got blown up.
Yeah, it was your right guard.
Pat, you got to find that slant play that I showed you. And
yes, that's right.
And just run the shit out of it. And when I mean run it, like if it's man and they bail, you just run left. And if they go zone, the middle slant's wide open. You just gotta. And then if they decide to pull their linebacker in, the backside slant is wide open. You got to find that play, man.
I do got to find that play.
It literally, they can't stop it. If you have a mobile quarterback, they cannot stop it.
Oh, I got to find that play. I'm trying to remember what formation was under. I can picture the play now.
Give me a minute. I'll find it. If you give me a minute, just.
Come on, Andre Johnson. This team is the Dropsies and the Butterfingers. They can't hold on to the football.
That's a good team name. the Butterfingers.
Wait, Matt, have you ever, Matt, Josh, even you too, have you guys ever seen wide receivers in Madden drop the ball like this? Because I
Yep.
haven't.
I saw New England Patriots wide receivers drop the ball like that.
I was gonna say if they called that a catch, that would have kind of. I probably would have just ended the stream.
And that's it for Dude Champions. You all be safe, drive safe. It's past 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
What the fuck?
Come on, Johnny Wilson just did that. Like seriously.
All right, we're getting into the next one. Mother.
Hopefully something sold.
Hopefully, man. Something. Like that Jelly Roll song. Somebody save me.
So dumb.
Pat doesn't know the beautifulness of the it's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Every night.
Oh, something sold. Both sold. No, only one sold. We have one thing to sell. I'm a dumbass. All right, let's go get that left.
You only needed one thing to sell, anyways.
Right. Let's go get that left guard.
Yeah, Ben Powers.
Ben Powers.
Max Powers.
Ben Powers is. He's a run blocking. In current times, not man times. He's a run blocking guard. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, they haven't listed as a pass protector.
Yeah, I mean, in the game, he definitely is a better pass protector. But
so this one was 55,000. The next one was
299. Yeah.
Yeah. Goodbye, Ben. No. I don't want to see you again.
Yep, for sure.
Oh, not Adrian Peterson. Now we do have a free ability to find by powers. There we go. All right. New improved offensive line. Now let's get into it.
Yeah.
Honestly, we're just gonna put on 2 clock and kill the clock and try to win this game 3-0. Or 7-3 or 10-7. Because apparently we put up over 20 points once.
Yeah.
Here's a hot take for you. You ready for
Go
this?
ahead.
Mm-hmm.
There is a chance that there are no UB Bulls on the Bills roster this year after having 3 on the roster last year.
Joe Andreessen, Cam Lewis,
and Jamarcus Ingram.
Jamarcus Ingram, right?
I think that they really like Jamarcus Ingram, though. I don't know, but I don't know.
They still should give him the nod over Kyrie Elam in the AFC Championship game.
Probably.
I agree with Pat. I agree with that take.
Yeah.
After, I would say this, I would have given Kyrie Elam the benefit of the doubt, and when I saw him start bailing on plays, like he was, I would have said, "Oh hell no, Jamarcus, get in there." You know what I mean? Like so, because at that point, like that shows me your confidence. And his go-to was supposed to be man-to-man, right? When you're confident in your man-to-man ability, I don't care. I got to put someone else in there. But just hear me out on this. So let's assume we know Christian Benford's a lock, right? Taron Johnson's a lock. There's 2 of the DB spots already locked in. Well, excuse me, 3. Maxwell Harrison, he's the first-round pick. So 3 are locked in. Trey White, right? They're already singing the praises of Dorian Strong. Now you're at 5. If they keep Condrington to return kicks, you're at 6. Jamarcus.
Right.
Last 2 years they've kept 7. So
well, but okay, and I understand that, and I get that, but they may go 6 with wide receiver where they've traditionally gone 5 because of the new kickoff rule, right?
right.
And so with Condriton being 6 and then go 6 wide receivers. So and yes, point, Matt, you're right. If they go 7, but here's my thing: if they go 7, is it Cam Lewis or is it Jamarcus Ingram? Now, because we're gonna obviously Cole Bishop, obviously Taylor Rapp at safety. Let's assume Damar Hamlin.
Yeah.
And then you got Hancock, the draftee. That's 4, and Derek Forrest. That's 5. So are you carrying 5 safeties? And so if you carry, are you going to carry 5 safeties or not on the active roster? Probably not. They historically have carried 4. So
Typically 4, yeah.
yeah. So that means if you keep Forrest on the roster, Cam Lewis is going to drop down to cornerback, possibly as Taron Johnson's slot, backup, which he has traditionally done. Which, but that bumps Jamarcus Ingram, and then with Joel Andreessen. Now, I personally think Balin Spector should be cut tomorrow.
Yes.
But
Today.
Balin Spector, every metric that you can humanly have, he was the worst defensive football player outside of Zion Lug that the Bills had on the football field last year. So I don't know, but if they like Balin Spector. So you got El Fascio they're going to keep because of special teams. Obviously, Dorian Williams, Matt Milano, Terrell Bernard. They're only going to keep 5 linebackers. That's what they've done.
Yep.
And so it's Joel Andreessen, it's Balin Spector. Are they going to go with the vet that they like, who literally walks on the field and gets injured, or are they going to go with the young guy? And they didn't bring any competition. The one spot they didn't bring any competition in was that position.
Right.
They let position they didn't draft anyone, they didn't sign anyone. They let linebackers sit. So it'll be interesting. But you could conceivably see a pathway where there is 0 UB Bulls on the Buffalo Bills roster next year.
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, truly, it's Cam Lewis, Jamarcus Ingram. If they don't make the team, I don't think Andreessen's making the team unless he has a better camp than Balin Spector, which I don't think he should be on the team anyways. But in Balin Spector, but
I just go back to the damn Ravens game and just like how Balin Spector got used and abused. Like, he was so bad. He got washed in run plays. He bit so hard on play action. He was out of position the whole time. I was like, oh, my God. Like, at this point, it would have been better if he just stood in the middle of the field.
yeah.
And, stand in the middle of the field, pause, breathe, wait to see who has the ball, then play football. He would have actually statistically done better at that than play. I mean, I'm not even joking, because he would have maybe been oh my God, he was so bad. And he gets hurt.
I mean,
he gets hurt all the time.
Even in that Detroit game, when Milano went out, our defense was doing pretty good with Milano in. As soon as Milano went out, they put Spector in. Detroit was able to do whatever they wanted.
Outside of Terrell Bernard and Matt Milano and Dorian Williams, there's a drop off on our linebacker.
Oh, there absolutely is.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not one that they bring in the safeties to hide the drop off, but all you got to do in that is just run the ball, let the guards, pull and get into the lane. Safeties against guards is, it's not fair.
Yeah.
At all. So, and so they've got to. I think that is going to be, that may be the Achilles heel of the Bills this year is linebacker play. If Milano, Williams, and Bernard can't stay healthy, like if we got to get down to we got to start playing linebacker 5. Ooh,
we're in trouble. Yeah.
Hell, if we got to start playing linebacker 4, the Bills are going to be in trouble because there's going to be a big vacuum.
Yep.
He dropped it.
Huh.
Oh my goodness, man. Hold on to the football. It's not that hard, I promise you.
I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if at that point, if Hoyt comes back, they don't say, "Hey, Hoyt, go back and play linebacker." We signed you to be a defensive end, but we know you can drop in coverage. So guess what? You're now playing. You're not playing.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, Will. You're not playing Will. Yeah. So, congratulations.
Oy.
But top to bottom, it's a pretty solid roster. If you go through the Bills roster, it's a pretty solid roster.
Yeah, it definitely is. I love their wide receiver room. I really do.
So why?
It's a very diverse, eclectic that we were talking about the other day in Clubhouse, and I'm like, this could be a wide receiver room where it is actually play by play. The units will run out play by play, and everything is schematically established, a certain way, and it's just going to be complete confusion for the defense because they just don't know what personnel is going to be out there from play to play.
Right.
Because,
right.
I mean, Khalil Shakir is an established NFL wide receiver. Curtis Samuel is an established NFL wide receiver. Elijah Moore is an established NFL wide receiver. Dalton Kincaid is an established tight end. Dawson Knox is established tight end. Keon Coleman is a blossoming receiver. And Josh Palmer is a respected receiver that has a very big upside.
Right.
And not to mention, you have 3 running backs that all can, James Cook drops more balls than I would like, but I'll say 2 running backs with Ray Davis and Ty Johnson that are good receivers out of the backfield, and James Cook is average.
True.
It's legitimately a defensive matchup nightmare offense if they all stay healthy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would tend to agree. I mean, you can literally throw out any combination of guys and have a different skill set on the field.
I mean, they could have, and everyone it's not funny, but you could literally have, short stack where you got Elijah Moore, Curtis Samuel, Khalil Shakir out on the field. Khalil Shakir's on the boundary, and Samuel's on the boundary, and you got Elijah Moore in the slot, and and Reggie Gilliam's lined up at tight end. You could literally have short stack, and everyone's like, "What the hell's going?" Because everyone forgets Reggie Gilliam came into the league as a tight end, and they converted him to fullback, right? So
right.
You could really have you could have it like pancake, like short stack, mid stack, tall stack. And Jackson Hawes, the only downside of Jackson Hawes, because Jackson Hawes is he's a sneaky good receiver, does have some dropsies, but he's actually sneaky good at receiving. It's just that he goes to Georgia Tech, and Georgia Tech runs the ball all the time. But Jackson Hawes does have some sneaky receiving ability.
Yes, he does. He does. He definitely does.
Jackson Hawes is an upgrade from Quentin Morris. I hope all Bills know that is an upgrade. No knock on Quentin Morris because, he's going to go on. He's going to play a couple more years. But, but Jackson Hawes is an upgrade to Quentin Morris without question. Even if it's the blocking in the run game and he gets 1 or 2 catches this year.
Well, that's all that Q got. That's all that Q got.
Right. But
Q's catches were in big moments.
But
they were,
but one was accidental. Let's be honest.
Where the fuck's the pass interference?
But he ran the damn wrong route and he just fell into the ball. Anyways, but Jackson Hawes takes he takes pride in run block. That's his. But the good thing for the Bills is he came from a run game program. So, as a tight end 3, perfect.
Yeah.
Dawson Knox is the Swiss Army knife. He can catch and block. Dalton Kincaid's going to do the big slot. More, you can put him down, but even if he's down in a 3-point stance, it's more likely going to be a pass or something. That's the one thing that Bills have. I would say if there's one thing, if I'm Joe Brady, that I have to scheme better, is I'm going to have to scheme more run plays when Dalton Kincaid is in a 3-point stance. Even if it's away from him, I'm going to have to scheme more run plays so that when Dalton Kincaid comes on the field, teams automatic pass.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Even if it's at a 60-40 clip, or even 70-30, I got to at least make it in the back of their mind think it's going to be a possible run. Just to create hesitation.
Wow, this defense has 3 fumble recoveries.
There's got to be some doubt put into the defense's mind in some way, shape, or form.
Right, because there was who was the team? It wasn't last year; it was the year before. That was so predictable. I can't think now for the life of me what it was, but there was a team.
The Eagles on 4th and 1.
Well, no. Well, that's a good, yeah. Okay, Bill Davis. But no, it was one of the teams. Oh my God, what was it? It was when they came out in a certain set, it was like a 90%, 90+% that they were doing. It was an insane stat. It was Jesus Christ. It was Pittsburgh. I know it's the Steelers. I can't remember.
Oh, they ran the wide receiver screen?
No, but it was an insane stat about you knew what was going to happen in that set.
Nice fucking play.
Oh, fucking time. Oh, yeah, mine too.
Well, I'll just throw out for the touchdown. Go Bills.
Where's Mr. Brightside?
I actually went to a graduation party last weekend. Stopped in because my buddy's daughter graduated, and he's like, "Oh, my this is my brother-in-law from he grew up in Attica, New York." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I like him. I go, "Go Bills!" And he goes, "Go Bills!" And everyone in the room looks at us, and I'm like, "How we greet each other?"
Yep.
I mean, like I said, go Bills. He goes, go Bills. I mean, it was like right back, and like, and the other half laughed because she's heard the stories about it. And I actually have a shirt. Have you seen the shirt that says "Go Bills"? Like the dictionary saying, and it means hello, goodbye, like how are you doing? Like, have you seen that?
What? Oh!
I'll take a picture of it. It's actually a pretty creative shirt, but this is "Go Bills." It's like adjective or verb or whatever, like a dictionary does. And it gives the pronunciation that says "greeting." It means hello, goodbye, blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a real thing. Which that reminds me of something. I went to the Bills Titans game last year. After the game, a Titans fan came up to a whole bunch of Bills fans walking out. He's right in front of us. He looks right at me. He says, "Tighten up." I said, "What the fuck? What the fudge?" My brother, who's a Bears fan, remind you, goes, "Didn't you guys just get smacked?"
That's their saying. Tighten up is their saying. So,
right. I mean, to say that, right after, you guys had a 10-0 lead and lost. Sure, it was early, but 34 unanswered, I believe it was. Yeah, that was a fun game to go to. All right, trust my here. Benford has a pick. Will Johnson has a pick.
At least you didn't get the beer poured on your head like I did.
No, I'm not.
So we were at Nissan Stadium for the Bills Titans game on Monday Night Football, and like legitimately, the Bills did take over Nashville. It was a sea of red, white, and blue. 3 days, and we were, my brother, my sister-in-law, a family friend came down, and we stayed at the house. We went and got food, and then we had a hotel room for 2 nights, and everywhere you went, it was just like Bills. It was insane. It was gross. It was to the point of it was like, this is ridiculous. I'm like, I don't even know how like Titan fans, because fans don't tailgate, right? So you can pull up. This is no joke. Titans games, you can pull up 20 minutes before the game starts, pull in your parking spot, and walk in the game. Right? It's completely different atmosphere. So we're hanging out all weekend long, and we go to the game, and of course I've got the drunk buffoons behind me. There's two really two cool as hell Titan fans in front of us, and so these guys up behind us are just drunk and belligerent, and my brother, he just keeps tapping me. He's like, Josh, just relax. I'm like, Chad, and the Titans fans in front of us are like, hey, it's their dad's tickets, it's not their tickets. We're being jerks to you. Like, we're sorry, we can't. And I'm like, I got it, and we're watching the game, and I even called my buddy, works security there. I'm like, hey, I just want you to come down, say hi to me in this section. I don't want nothing to happen. I just want you to come say hi, because we had already talked about him finding me anyway. So it was like, I thought maybe like him coming down and like shaking my hand, would like quell them and silence them. No, it was putting gas on the fire. I'm like, oh my God, So I left and I walked up and I got a beer and I stood from the breezeway watching the game, and then they're like, you can't stand here. I'm like, I'm standing here to avoid getting in a conflict. Your fans are being belligerent, but that's fine. I'll go back down. So I go back down, and so game gets down there to the 1 yard line, and Josh goes to do the QB sneak and slips, and they were talking about Ryan Tannehill earlier, and they're like, what was the quote they did? Like, exceptional quarterbacks do exceptional things in crunch time, right? And I turned back to him as Josh Allen was driving him down to win the game. I'm like, and that's not the exact quote. I can't remember the exact quote, but I'm like, exceptional quarterbacks do exceptional things. And I'm like, watch what happens here. And then we're there, 4th and 1, blah, blah, blah. We lose the game. The kid, I'll say kid because he's probably 10, 12, 15 years my younger, runs down the one step, starts laughing in my face, and I'm like, okay, I got that. And then goes, fuck you, and just takes his full beer and dumps it over my head.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, and I spun my older brother is like a pope. My older brother's a pope. Like when shit hits fan, my brother is a different person. But when it doesn't need to hit the fan, my brother would be like, hey, we're not going to do this. And he grabbed me. He's like, no. It's okay. I'm like, it's not okay. He's like, you're right. It's not okay, but it's gonna be okay for right now.
Right.
A shower will wash it off. The charge won't go away, but the shower will wash it off. And I was like, it was like, and so as we were walking out, it got kind of chippy walking out, which was weird. It was a weird flex because they were not still that good that season, but it was a weird flex where they were like dog cussing the Bills fans and stuff. And I've been to Titans games as a like innocent bystander and had not, outside the Colts games, I had not seen that type of ferocity towards a fan base. And I was like, this is not how this normally goes.
Right.
It was just weird. And yeah, so it was
other than their stupid owner flipping off Ralph Wilson, but
well, there's that. But they going to this ironically, that was their last time of being relevant because I guess kind of because that was when they stopped being relevant. And but their owner, I wish I would have bet on FanDuel like Cam Ward because they reported the MLS went to meet Cam Ward at his pro day. No Titans owner has ever done that before. I'm like, oh, they're drafting Cam Ward. And like a week later, I'm like, I should probably place a bet on that. And it went from like negative 100 to like negative 20,000.
oh geez.
But anyways, but they're building a state of the art art.
Yeah.
Like their stadiums be like a cathedral.
Let me see Jonah Ellis real quick.
But with that being said, I have no qualms with Bills are building either because I think it's really cool that roof system where it melts the snow and just drains it down. I think that's pretty. I think that's really cool. And
it is.
Compare Pat. Hang on, Josh. 1 second.
Yeah.
Pat, compare him with Anthony Barr for me.
Oh, yeah. You're buying guys again. Okay, you guys buy guys and buy them. Let me know when you're done.
Oh, I cannot. No.
Or
he's right there. He's right there.
Where?
Right there.
That's Quincy Williams.
Oh, why does it say Anthony Barr?
Oh, right here. Duh. Okay. Oh yeah.
I think you're better off with Riley Moss, or I mean, Jonah Ellis at the left side.
We'll do that.
All right, Josh, we're good.
But no, so like the Titans fans, like they had a good run there, and I do know that there was a call made from the Bills to Tennessee about Jeffrey Simmons. I don't think it was reciprocated. An offer was sent back, but I know they called. So, but like Brandon Bean says all the time, we call about players and people call us about players, but Bills did call on Jeffrey Simmons.
When was that?
Yeah, when was that?
This year.
Oh,
Before or after the draft?
The Bills called on Trey Hendrickson too.
Oh, of course they did.
So like it's not like it was just Jeffrey Simmons. I mean, they called on some guys. The Bills got medicals on Trey Hendrickson.
yeah, but weren't they steered away from it because of the Stinger syndrome?
What's it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that there's a reason why Asante Samuel Jr. is still not signed, right?
Oh, of course.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And
just shocking too. Yeah.
And this is where all of us laymen, we talk in the off season, and we're all football knowledgeable, the three of us. We sit there and say, "Oh, this guy, this guy, this guy," and when I laid out my off season, I wanted Drake Reed. I didn't want Asante Samuel Jr. and it wasn't, but I did like the fact of his age. I thought there's a reason that 25-year-old cornerback's being let go by his team and they're not even attempting to re-sign him. So that's why I moved on to like Drake Reed. And here he is. Here it is, like almost June 1st. On Monday it'll be June 1st, and Asante Samuel Jr. doesn't have a contract. It tells you 100% there's a medical issue there. It's not a playing issue; it's a medical issue.
What's up, Daniel? I really appreciate that. Yeah, the offense, we just upgraded Adrian Peterson to a 99, as you see here, gold 99, followed by Andre Johnson, who's also a 99. The offensive line is a work in progress, as we just upgraded Joe Staley to a 98. Ben Powers, we just bought for, I believe it was 55,000 coins. Eventually, we will be looking at a new right tackle, but for now, he has been sufficient. Then on the defense side of the ball, we just pulled that Jonah Ellis right there at left outside linebacker. Christian Bedford is up to a 95. Anthony Adams in the slot at a 99 overall. Will Johnson, we just came off a very good defensive performance last game. Just couldn't score. And we're still trying to figure out the offense, but hopefully now with this 99 Adrian Peterson, which has 94 carrying.
Before you hop into the game, Pat, go to the marketplace, auction house, and see what playbooks are out there.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Because we are 0-2 on the year. I do think this upcoming game would be a good way to send it off. If we lose, obviously, that'll be a start of a new season. And yeah, all we have is Buccaneers defense now in the Bills defense. No offensive playbooks.
You won't lose. I have faith in you.
Thank you. We need a win on the night.
Yes, one win works.
Yes,
especially because your first loss of the night was to the computer or the servers glitching and kicking both you guys out of there, and then you took the loss, which was dumb.
Yeah, that was bogus. Let's upgrade this Christian Bedford a little bit more. We can get him up to a 96 now.
Yeah,
just here, Christian Bedford's up to a 96. Pretty soon we will get him to that 99. Just not yet. So yeah. Adrian Peterson, 99.
Very nice. Yep.
Now our top three should all be 99. Yep.
So Matt, have you made the buffalo chicken quesadillas yet?
Ooh.
I have not.
Pat, me and Matt one night, I was talking about because every Bills game I make a spread. And one night I was on there like just rattling off about ideas about this spread. Matt's like, tell me more about this buffalo chicken quesadilla.
It sounds really good.
It actually would work well with my diet too, because I could use the keto the keto tortillas.
Yeah.
And everything else in there, like the chicken, the blue cheese, has no carbs. Like, really.
I mean, Frank's Red Hot has like literally no carbs.
It has zero. It has 0 carbs. So,
oh man, this stadium gives me a headache.
Oh, I hate this. I hate when they play on these fields.
Oh man,
people do this to mess with you. It's
Yeah.
stupid.
Boise State.
Yeah, I hate playing there. I love playing there because it looks really cool. But man, when you actually try to zone in on the game, it's so hard to focus.
But that's the thing, though. On this, it like on Boise State, it's one color.
Yeah, there's got 3 different shades of blue.
Right.
And then you got the uniform colors. This guy's wearing red. I'm wearing white. There's white on the field too. It's very so hard. I know Daniel hates this field too.
Go America. Think of it that way.
Yeah, that is one way to look at it. Okay.
Oh God, Anthony Adams, the trucker.
Yeah.
You need to bring back the Sam Adams, Pat Williams defensive line there.
Brian Dawkins. Man.
That Pat Williams, very, very forgotten Buffalo Bill, but it was so important back in the day.
Yes, he was.
And if you ask normal Bills fans, who's Pat Williams, they'll be like, who? He played for the Bills? Like, oh, yeah, he played for the Bills. Right next to Sam Adams.
Do you mean Kyle?
Exactly. Are you talking about the... No, he was bigger than
No.
Kyle. He was big.
Yeah, I always remember watching when I was a kid and thinking when they used to talk about Ted Washington and his weight, and they'd say he's about 350-ish. I thought ish was.
Did I ever tell you the story about when I went to that? It was like a charity event, and Sam Adams came. Not Sam Adams. Ted Washington came in. He because Ted Washington was a man, like
massive.
So we were somewhere in Hamburg. I can't remember where, and he comes to walk in. He looks at the doorway, and he is so wide that he can't walk through the doorway. So Sam Adams has to turn sideways and walk sideways to the doorway, and then come in the venue. And I was like, and then you look at me, I'm like, oh my God. I didn't know humans could be this big. Like to this day, I've only seen like legitimately maybe 2 or 3 people that were that. I'm not talking about like fat, like obese.
Yeah.
Like guys like that size where you're like, holy, like he was so broad that he could not walk through a normal doorway. He was that big.
He was a massive dude.
Oh, he was it was just mind-boggling mind-boggling how big. And that's why he was so good, because he's just so again, he was a freak of nature.
Yeah.
Big dude.
Yeah, like he would take up like 2-3 blockers at a time.
Yeah.
Like just because of how wide he was.
Yeah, and like he was like, I don't even know how they got him pads. Like that's the other thing. Like, how do you get a guy that they're custom made. It's not like he's you're like, hey, we got this guy kind of big, needs some pads. What are we talking about? Well, his from left shoulder to right, like 44 inches. What? No, it can't be. No, it is. It is. He's big. He weighs like 380. I mean, like, let's be honest. Ted Washington was every bit of like 375, 380.
Right.
We probably see him now. He's probably like 200 pounds walking around.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like a lot of those guys, as soon as they stop eating 10,000 calories a day, they go down to their normal weight.
Look at Eric Wood, for example.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of them. Look at Eric Wood. Eric Wood.
Joe Thomas.
Yeah, Joe Thomas is a great example. I had a student teacher when I was teaching who was a defense tackle at Austin P at that time, which was FCS. And he's told me, he's like, he had a daily check-in. He had to do a daily check-in on his weight. He was a defense tackle. He had to eat 7,000 to 8,000 calories. He had a daily check-in on his weight. He was given a 2-pound variation, and if he varied off the 2-pound variation, he had extra workouts he had to do, basically punished, and like basically they're long and short, they're force feeding him to eat, and he had to take in like 7,000 calories a day, and he's like, and when he stopped playing football a year later, he dropped 50 pounds in 1 year.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you eat double cheeseburgers and whatever else, and just to basically make weight.
Yeah.
I mean, they were, just it is. Well, yeah, it was just, but I was like, wow, like it wasn't naturally holding the weight. He was being forced to hold the weight.
Right.
And you just wonder, what? But like you said, you see Joe Thomas, you see Eric Wood, you see hell, even John Cena, and how thin they are. And you're like, you used to be 300-pound men. Now you're like 220.
Right.
What the hell?
I can't pick that off.
What's more impressive is they're not saggy.
Right.
They did it for
no, they're not.
You're like, you would think they'd have like sag, there'd be bulks of skin hanging off because they did that. Nope, not at all.
Yeah, which is crazy to me because normal people lose weight and they have saggy skin, but then
Yeah.
And Joe Thomas, maybe they get it cut off. I don't know. Maybe they get private surgeries, but you see it regularly with offensive linemen. But then you see a guy like Mark
Schlereth,
who's still
pee pants.
Yeah, but it's still huge. Like he's still a big dude, and you're like, okay, that guy was just naturally born to be big. Yeah, he's probably 250, 260.
Yeah, he's probably between 230 and 250. Yeah.
Look at Dean Dawkins. He's a big boy himself, naturally.
Yeah. Well, my nephew played college football, and he was 330 in high school, and 1,200 pounds. And to this day, he carries 300 pounds, no problem, naturally. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man! Like, how do you do that? I carry. If I get overweight and which I am right now, truth be told, going to the gym on Monday, starting back up, getting back off. But I'm like, how do you carry that? He's like, I'm just this big. I'm like, oh, and he's not lying. He's that big. He's like insanely huge and strong, and he fell out of love with him. He liked football. He liked the aggression of football. He fell into the wrong program, and it killed the love of football for him, and he just never.
Oh,
Yeah, but when I say he had an NFL body, he naturally carries 6'5", 300 pounds naturally, like just carries it naturally without any strong as hell. It's just he fell out of love of the game because of a bad I don't want to say bad coaching, improper human relations.
that's
Yeah,
awful.
that makes sense.
No fumble.
Because as a former coach, there's no ill intent. There's like coaches don't ever go. Very rarely they're like, "Oh, we're gonna piss on this kid," but
yeah,
things happen. You know, X, Y, Z, and so he just fell out of love with the game, which is fine. But he should be like, I'm like, you really want to make some serious money, because he lives in Jacksonville, Florida. You need to go start bouncing. You'll make some serious money at your size.
Yeah. Yeah, throwing people out of a club. Yeah, absolutely.
My sister did not like that. So you're putting my.
Why?
I'm like, it was a suggestion. It wasn't a tell. He's your godson. Yes, he is. But that being said, play football. Like, he's currently a cook in a nursing home. Let's get some money in his pocket.
Yeah,
So,
definitely bouncing is the best way to do that sometimes.
I did it for way too many years. Yeah, it's good, but your hearing definitely takes a toll. Backup quarterback situation.
Yeah.
With
Mike White.
Mitch.
Mike White, yeah.
Mike White, or are you thinking, Shane Buechele?
I think Buechele goes back on the practice squad. I think that I think it should be Mike White, the backup to Josh. But it'll probably stay with Mitch. But we'll see. But I think it should be Mike White. I think that they should save the cap for Mitch, and he comes in and doesn't do anything anyways. Like, there's no reason that he should have lost that game to New England. He couldn't move the ball on their, whatever defense that they were running.
That's a weird situation, right, with Mitch, like where you were brought in Josh Allen's backup, and you have no stress, and you still I get the high expectations in Chicago, and that our two-teamer can talk about this, but Pat, I love you. I'm just joking, but
no, that's not good.
But you had high expectations because you were a first-round draft pick, and then you come to Buffalo 2 times, and on the second time, you look worse than you did on the first time, and like I thought there is and I'm just going to say it from a former coach's standpoint, he has no confidence in his ability to play football anymore. There is
no.
He second guesses everything. You can
you can see it. You can see it.
Yeah, you can see him. There's no, and I don't know. And to be fair to him, he may be getting like 5% of the reps, and it might be a rust issue. I don't know. But the thing is, if I've got to put Mitch Trubisky or Mike White on the field, I'm putting Mike White on the field, because Mike White will at least he'll sling the goddamn ball. He'll throw the ball.
Right.
No problem throwing the ball. Shane Buechele, we don't know because he got injured, blah, blah, blah. But apparently, per Sal Capaccio, the Bills really like Shane Buechele. But and Shane Buechele, let's remember, Shane Buechele asked for the release from the Chiefs and signed on the practice squad with the Bills. So, but that happened 2 years ago. But I'm with you, Matt. Like at this point, maybe Mitch is like a film guru and can break down film like no one's business. Maybe his future is in coaching, but it's not QB2. But we also know that Josh Allen likes guys that can help him break down film.
FOJ,
friend of Josh.
And that's why we had guys like Kyle, Case Keenum. You know,
Yep.
I mean, but I had no problem with Case Keenum. Kyle Allen, I was like, you're not winning any game, Kyle Allen.
Oh,
starts.
it's so bad.
Case
It
Keenum,
was so
I
bad.
know Kyle Allen was bad.
Case Keenum is a legitimate NFL backup quarterback. That was.
I mean, Case Keenum literally was the one to throw Diggs the ball on the Minnesota Miracle.
Yeah.
But Mitch,
Like if they needed somebody to come in and win a game, they should have been able to do that. So
let me see. Play. It actually gets worse watching him play.
yeah,
And it shouldn't because he's the dude's got talent, but that's a he is a real world example, as in Kyrie Elam is too, when a top tier athlete loses confidence in their ability, how far you see them fall.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, and you hope they find a place. Like they've been talking about Mitch Trubisky on Sirius XM on how teams need to trade for him and build back up, and that to that point that his confidence is gone. Like but he's a first round talent, and he's a like Pat Kerwin, like is sold on the fact that Mitch Trubisky is an actual, not a top tier, but it should be a starting quarterback in the NFL, and he's floundering in no man's land as a backup.
Right.
When you see some of these teams quarterbacks that they throw out, like New Orleans, right? Like, why don't you throw Buffalo a sixth for Mitch and bring him in, because you're gonna suck either way, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're Brandon Beane, do you take a sixth for Mitch Trubisky?
At this point, yeah. If you got Mike White and Buechele on the roster, yeah, I'd take it. You're also gonna get rid of the cap situation there with him.
Yeah.
I think it saves you
Especially
like $2 million.
Especially the way we draft, especially in the late rounds.
Well, they'll inevitably flip that pick with another pick and move up, right? And which is great, because I think the Bills had a decent draft. I don't call it great. I will call it above average to good, but I don't think it's great. But but when you're going through the draft, I can say this. I saw Brandon Beane's systematic movement of what he was doing, right? You know what I mean? And it made sense. So time will tell if it was a good or bad draft. I thought it was above average. I gave it a B. There's a lot of Bills fans that give it A minus, and some even A plus. The media ranked it. If you take the media, there was someone put together the media ranks of, it was 24 different talking heads about the draft, and they took their scores and they ranked the Bills the 17th best draft. I disagree with that. I don't think the Bills had a top 10 draft, but I don't think they had the 7th draft, right? Ironically, Miami had in that same scale, Miami had the 31st draft.
Yeah.
Which, going on with and I want to hear you guys' point. What do you think is going on in Miami with Jalen Ramsey asking out and Jonnu Smith now asking out?
Well, I want to know what changed with Tyreek Hill. Like all of a sudden, like he wants to, he's a Miami, Miami player or Dolphin through and through. Like talking crap about the Bills, and he wanted out before, and now he doesn't. So who knows? I mean, I could see them getting rid of all three of them. So
could I.
But for me, like, I'm going back to my old, when you've got people asking out of you, like Jalen Ramsey was not originally a Miami Dolphin. Jonnu Smith's not originally a Miami Dolphin. And when they asked to leave, like, what's going on? Like, what, there's got culturally in that building, there's Jalen Ramsey. Okay, we know Jalen Ramsey's a prima donna. We know that, right?
Yeah.
Let's throw him aside. Jonnu Smith's not. Jonnu Smith, for all intents and purposes, has been a good team player. Wherever he's gone, everyone's said his praises, and this guy is like, can you trade me somewhere else? Like,
right, yeah.
And it wasn't for a lack of production. He had like over 80 catches last year. So in this, he's getting the ball, and he's like, "Can you leave? Can you trade me?"
Right.
I
think it's more to do with the simple fact that they haven't changed anything to make any difference on the team, and you have literally a quarterback in Tua who just continually is getting hurt, and he's one big hit away from ending his career.
Speaking of which, Pat, I'll trade Tua for Caleb Williams.
What's that?
Oh, offering a trade to Pat for Tua for Caleb Williams.
Oh,
no, I'm good. Yeah, especially with like Matt said, if Tua takes one more hit, who knows? And
anyways, Matt, you're right. Yeah. I think you're right. Like, but
I had an argument with somebody on Twitter today or yesterday. I literally told Pat I have to log off the Twitter machine for the night because it was getting to a point where it was just like I was arguing with everybody. But I was arguing with a specific Dolphins fan, and I was just like, you have guys that want to be there, in Miami, but they don't want to play for the trash organization.
Mm-hmm. I really think Jonnu. This is my take. Jonnu Smith came in late to Miami last year and was like, yeah, we're playing football. Did not like the way the organization was run, and did not like the hip, McDonald way, and was like, hey, this is not how football locker rooms are run, because he's been in Atlanta, he's been with Dan Quinn,
Tennessee. He was with I mean,
and he's like, this is not how this shit goes. Like, this is dysfunctional,
right.
We weren't in the locker rooms. We don't know what was said. But for him to come out and say, I'm willing for a trade in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's a weird landing spot, but I can make I can explain Pittsburgh because Pat Fryermuth, as good as a receiving tight end, he's as good as a blocking tight end. He is Pittsburgh through and through. Like, he's the old school tight end that can block. He's like Pete Metzler's. He can block and catch, right? And so that's an old school reference right there. But Jonnu Smith is more of a finesse tight end. He will block if he has to, but he wants to receive the ball. So you could all not saying they're going to be equal in talent, but you could put Jonnu Smith and Pat Fryermuth together and say Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox. You see, but because they traded Pickens, and so they got to bring in another offensive weapon, and they didn't do it through the draft. So I can see that. I can see that like going on, but the other thing is they still have 3 other tight ends on their contract: Darnell Washington and Hayward, and so on. And so it's like it's weird, but.
Yeah, it really depends who the quarterback's going to be, and it depends on who the other playmakers are going to be, because they just traded George Pickens, and it's just crazy to me. Not to cut you short or anything, Josh. I know that we only run this for about 2.5 hours, so I know Pat's getting out of here. He's getting a little tired here, so it was nice talking to you again. We'll definitely have to do this again.
Yes, please, Josh.
Totally
go ahead and
totally forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
Nope, you're good.
You're good.
Perfectly fine. We definitely appreciate you hopping on and talking sports with us. So definitely have to do this again. And Pat, if you want to go ahead and run through the close, you are good.
Go Bills.
Oh yeah, Josh, thanks for coming on again.
Yep. Go Bills.
Go Bills. Yeah, thanks for everybody for tuning in now and or watching on the replay. I know today was not the most exciting gameplay. Definitely something that I'm gonna have to work on here in the next week before we go live again.
You had some good plays, like the
running back. Plays.
The wheel of the running back was working very well for you tonight.
Yeah, it was. That's something I'm definitely going to keep in the playbook, and just continue to build on offensive drives. Don't stall out, especially don't turn the ball over. And defensively, we were playing very good. Got to keep that going as well. And Matt, I appreciate you for hopping on with me as always. And
yep.
Yeah, we will see you guys live again Friday. Make sure you check out all the other great shows on the network. And thank you to all of our sponsors, and go Bills.
For the best Italian food in Western New York, Elliot Apollo's, call 716-825-3675. The Lardon Construction Group.
Fubo TV, the official streaming service of Do Champions. FanDuel, the official sportsbook of Do Champions.
For all your summertime needs, beauty pools, as well as kayak pools.
CX Chronicles, your total customer solutions focused manager. W.GG, the official energy drink of Do Champions.
Hey, Sons of Erie, our artwork looks better on your walls. Hamburg Brewing, please visit our tap room on Boston State Road, Hamburg, New York. And finally,
Fat Boy Surf Club for all your surfing needs.